Now in test 1, we are on to reading passage 2. So you should spend about 20 minutes on question 14 to 26, which are based on reading passage, which I'll be reading for you. And for 14 to 17, reading passage 2 has 5 paragraphs, A to E. And we need to choose the correct heading for paragraphs B to E from the list of heading below. So we have to write the correct numbers 1 to 7 in boxes 14 to 17. In the answer sheet, I'll tell you where to write, and I'll guide you for that. So these are list of headings. What are these? Seeking the transmission of radio signals from planets. Second is appropriate responses to signals from other civilizations. Third is vast distances to Earth's closest neighbors. And fourth is assumptions underlying the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And then reasons for the search for extraterrestrial intelligence and knowledge of extraterrestrial life forms and likelihood of life on other planets. And this is example paragraph A, which is a sort of a answer which is given. This is how you have to write. So is there anybody out there? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence. First is the question of whether we are alone in the universe has haunted humanity for centuries. But we may now stand poised on the brink of the answer to that question as we search for radio signals from other intelligent civilizations. This search, often known by the acronym SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, is a difficult one. Although groups around the world have been searching intermittently for 3 decades, it is only now that we have reached the level of technology where we can make a determined attempt to search all nearby stars for any sign of life. A. The primary reason for the search is basic curiosity, the same curiosity about the natural world that drives all pure science. We want to know whether we are alone in the universe. We want to know whether life evolves naturally if given to right conditions, or whether there is something very special about the earth to have fostered the variety of life forms that we see around us on the planet. The simple detection of a radio signal will be sufficient to answer this most basic of all questions. In this sense, SETI is another cog in the machinery of pure science, which is continually pushing out the horizon of our knowledge. However, there are other reasons for being interested in whether life exists elsewhere. For example, we have had civilization on Earth for perhaps only a few thousand years, and the threats of nuclear war and pollution over the last few decades have told us that our survival may be tenuous. So will we last another 2000 years, or will we wipe ourselves out, since the lifetime of planet like ours is several billion years? We can expect that if other civilization do survive in our galaxy, their ages will range from 0 to several billion years. Thus every other civilization that we hear from is likely to be far older on average than ourselves. The mere existence of such a civilization will tell us that long-term survival is possible and gives us some cause for optimism. It is even possible that the older civilization may pass on the benefits of their experience in dealing with threats to survival such as nuclear war and global pollution, and other threats that we haven't yet discovered. Now we read B. In discussing whether we are alone, most SETI scientists adopt 2 ground rules. First, UFOs, unidentified flying objects, are generally ignored since most scientists don't consider the evidence of them to be strong enough to bear serious consideration. Although it is also important to keep an open mind in case any really convincing evidence emerges in the future. Second, we make a very conservative assumption that we are looking for a life form that is pretty well like us. Since if it differs radically from us, we may well not recognize it as a life form, quite apart from whether we are able to communicate with it. In other words, the life form we are looking for may well have two green heads and seven fingers, but it will nevertheless resemble us in that it should communicate with its fellows, be interested in the universe, live on a planet orbiting a star like our sun, and perhaps most restrictively have a chemistry like us based on carbon and water. See, even we make these assumptions, our understanding of other life forms is still severely limited. We do not even know, for example, how many stars have planets. And we certainly do not know how likely it is that life will arise naturally, given that right condition. However, when we look at the 100 billion stars in our galaxy, that is the Milky Way galaxy, and 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, it seems inconceivable that at least one of these planets does not have a life form on it. In fact, the best educated guess we can make using the little that we know about the conditions for carbon based life leads us to estimate that perhaps 1 in 100,000 star might have a life bearing planet orbiting it. That means that our nearest neighbors are perhaps 100 light years away, which is almost next door in astronomical terms. An alien civilization could choose many different ways of sending information across the galaxy, but many of these either require too much energy or else are severely attenuated while traversing the vast distances across the galaxy. It turns out that for a given amount of transmitted power, radio waves in the frequency of range 1000 to 3000 megahertz, that is, this range travel the greatest distance, and so all searches to date have concentrated on looking for radio waves in this frequency range. So far, there have been a number of searches by various groups around the world, including Australian searches using the radio telescopes at Parkes, New South Wales. Until now, there have not been any detections from the few hundreds stars which have been searched. The scale of the searches has been increased dramatically since 1992, when the US Congress voted NASA this much amount per year for 10 years to conduct a thorough search for extraterrestrial life. Much of the money in this project is being spent on developing the special hardware needed to search many frequencies at once. The project has two parts. One part is targeted search using the world's largest radio telescope, the American operated telescope in Arecibo, Puerto Rico, and French telescope in Nancy in France. This part of the project is searching the nearest 1000 likely stars with high sensitivity for signals in the frequency range 1000 to 3000 megahertz. The other part of the project is an undirected search which is monitoring all of space with a lower sensitivity using the smaller antennas of NASA's Deep Space Network. Then E. There is considerable debate over how we should react if we detect a signal from an alien civilization. Everybody agrees that we should not reply immediately. Quite apart from the impracticality of sending a reply over such large distance at short notice, it raises a host of ethical questions that would have to be addressed by the global community before any reply could be sent. Would the human race face the culture shock if faced with superior and much older civilization? Luckily, there is no urgency about this. The stars being searched are hundreds of light years away, so it takes hundreds of years for their signal to reach us, and further few hundred years for our reply to reach them. It's not important then if there is a delay of few years or decades while the human race debates the question of whether to reply and perhaps carefully drafts a reply. So, as we have read all the passages, we will assign now which heading will go to which one. So, let us go to this, because we have to start with B. This will be 4. 4, that is assumption underlying the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. So there are two ground rules, two assumptions. So 4. Then this will be 7th, C will be 7th, D will be first, and E will be second. A we do not need. So this first one would be the answer of 14, and 7th one will be the answer of 15. Then this first one already the first one will be the answer of 16. Sorry, first one will be the answer of 16. The second one will be the answer of 17. 16, 17. 7th is 15th, and then 4th will be 14. So this is 14, 15, 16, 17, like this. We have 4th, 7th, and for D that will be the first one, and this will be second one. So this will be our answers. So this was question from 14 to 17. Now let us talk about, because we have already read, so these questions 18 to 20 are also based on the content we read. So choose no more than 3 words and or a number from the passage from each answer. So write your answer in boxes 18 to 20 in your answer sheet. We'll write it here only. What is life expectancy of Earth? So this is several billion years. Several billion years. Then what kind of signals from other intelligent civilizations are SETI scientists searching for? That is radio signals or radio waves. You can say radio signals or waves. 20 is how many stars are the world's most powerful radio telescope searching? And these are around 1000 stars, because this is already given in the passage. Coming to question number 21, and we go up to 26. Do the following statement agree with the views of the writer in reading passage 2? You already know what about this, because if the statement agrees with the views of the writer, we place yes. If it contradicts, we do no. If it is not given, because what we are reading is not at all given, so it is not given. So 21, right? Alien civilization may be able to help the human race to overcome serious problems. Actually, it is given. It is given. We already read that. 22nd. SETI scientists are trying to find a life form that resembles human in many ways. This is also given. 23. The Americans and the Australians have cooperated on joint research projects. Well, this is not given, because Americans and Australians are really trying for the same, but it is not given that they are having any kind of joint research projects. By this passage we understand this, otherwise in reality we don't know. 24. So far SETI scientists have picked up radio signals from several stars. 24. No, because it is already given that it takes a great time for signals to come, and we are actually talking about the responses now, if at all it comes. 25. The NASA project attracted criticism for some members of Congress. This is also not given. It is nowhere given. 26. But it is given that some amount, a huge amount has been assigned for this purpose, that to find extraterrestrial existence. 26. If a signal from outer space is received, it will be important to respond promptly. No, this has been thought that even if some signal is received, whether we need to or we should respond or reply or not. So this is still a debate, and that will only be possible that will only be on the ground when some signal is received from extraterrestrial entities. So now we have read this passage too and tried to answer also. Thank you so much. Take care.